Okay, so you've seen this symbol everywhere, right? And you've almost certainly heard the sound. It is one of the most famous spiritual icons on the entire planet. But really, what does it mean? What is actually encoded in this one single eternal syllable? Well, let's unlock it together. On the most basic level, Om is considered to be the primordial sound. Yeah, the original vibration that the entire cosmos came from. Think about that for a second. It's not just a chant. It's meant to be the sonic signature of reality itself.
So if this is the sound of the universe, what is it saying? How do we decode the message? That's the big question we're going to dive into. We're going to break this symbol and its sound down piece by piece.
Now, first things first, the most important thing to get is that Om isn't really one sound. It's actually three sounds, A, U, M, all flowing together seamlessly. And each of these parts represents a fundamental state of our own consciousness and a cosmic function. The first sound is Akara, pronounced Akara. This represents our waking state, our conscious mind, out here dealing with the physical world. I mean, think about it. When we're awake, we are constantly creating our experience. This mirrors the big cosmic act of creation itself, the very beginning of everything. And visually, this maps to the large lower curve of the symbol, the foundation that everything else rests on. Next up, the second sound is U, or Ukara. This vibration is all about the dream state. This is our inner world, where our mind is busy processing, organizing, and basically maintaining our sense of who we are. This inner work is a perfect mirror of the cosmic principle of preservation, the force that keeps the universe running and holds it all together. And on the symbol, you guessed it, that's the middle curve. And finally, we get to M, or Mahakara. This represents that state of deep, dreamless sleep. It's where our individual mind just dissolves. It goes back to a state of pure potential, like a complete reset. And this reflects the cosmic function of dissolution, where everything returns to its source, getting ready for a brand new beginning. This corresponds to the upper curve. So, when you put it all together, AUM represents the entire cycle of existence. Our own daily cycle of waking, dreaming, and deep sleep is a direct reflection of the universe's grand cycle of creation, preservation, and dissolution. It's a complete picture of reality, but there's an even deeper layer to this. Okay, let's go there, because now we're moving past just the components of the symbol and into its highest, most mind-bending philosophical meaning. This is where things get really fascinating. This right here, this is the central aha moment of this whole thing. The ancient texts say that Om is Brahman, not just a symbol for it, not a representation of it, but the thing itself, just expressed as a sound. So what in the world is Brahman? In this school of thought, Brahman is the ultimate formless reality. It's the uncaused cause of everything that exists. It's the eternal, infinite, unchanging source that the whole universe comes from, is sustained by, and eventually dissolves back into. And Om is considered to be the sound form of that ultimate reality. Here's a great way to think about it. You know how pure white light, when you pass it through a prism, reveals every color of the rainbow? Well, in the same way, the single, simple vibration of Om is said to contain all the different forms, energies, and things in the entire universe. It's the simple source of all this incredible complexity. Now, what's so interesting is how a person is supposed to grasp a concept this huge. The source material is really clear that this isn't something you can just understand by reading about it. In fact, it specifically calls out that certain paths, by themselves, just aren't enough. You can't get to this deep understanding just by studying ancient texts, or through being incredibly smart, or even just by being a really good person. All of those things are great, but they don't lead to the direct realization of this truth. So what is the true path then? It's a practice called anusandhanam. And what that means is a kind of deep contemplation, a continuous, unbroken flow of your awareness directed towards just one thing. And in this case, that one thing is Om. It's an experiential journey, you see, not an intellectual one. To put it as simply as possible, the journey to really understand Om is an inside job. It's about shifting your focus away from trying to accumulate more knowledge out there and instead listening deeply to the vibration that is said to be always present, both inside of you and all around you. So, this is the crucial part. What happens when you follow this path?
What's the result of all this deep inner listening? What's the end game? The goal is something called self-realization, and this is the profound understanding that your true identity, your real self, is not this temporary body or the fleeting thoughts passing through your mind. It is something timeless, unchanging, and totally eternal. And this brings us to the ultimate conclusion of the entire journey. The final mind-blowing realization is one of complete unity. The supreme reality of the universe, Brahman, the very thing that Om represents, is identical to your own innermost self. The cosmic and the personal are one and the same. And so, that leaves us with one final, pretty powerful question to think about. This philosophy tells us this primordial sound isn't some distant echo from the past. It's humming within you, right here, right now. So the only real question left is, what happens when you finally stop, get quiet, and truly listen?